Which bit, the third?
Just get maybe a bit rude as well, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Us actors can be very insecure, so it's nice to know that people appreciate your work and appreciate what you can do.
And who are you looking forward to meeting tonight? Is there anyone you're rooting for, or?
This is the start of a long run. We haven't even out yet. We're out in January, but and it was so lovely to be recognised within your own country's industry, really, because the film itself is a kind of celebration of Britishness, but a kind of my view of Britishness, Britishness being about being open and generous and community and so on. So it was a great film, fun film to make, and it's just nice to be recognised all across all our categories and our crafts.
How many nominations?
It was 11 nominations, and we've bagged 3 already for costume and for design. And casting, so we're already very happy. Sort of, yeah. I kind of am, really, yeah.
He's a brilliant magician, like all the magic tricks he does. No, I didn't know of him actually, and I was introduced to this legacy, this literary classic that I totally missed via Armando, and his telling of it is it's spectacular. It's so bold, and it kind of, for me, represents a Britain that I grew up in.
Well, that'd be great. I mean, it was a bit of a punt doing the film because there have been other adaptations, and I don't normally do costume drama, and I wanted to make it feel contemporary without being tricksy. It's very much set in the 1840s, but the audience should connect with the cast and their behaviour, and it should feel like you're living their lives and their lives are happening in front of you. So I wanted to see if I could do something different with it. So I'm glad that we've reached this stage where people seem happy with it.
Well, I think with these films, they're all just so innovative and they're exciting, and they've just, there's so much dedication that's kind of gone into them, and I think that's what's really special, that they're not sort of big technical films, They're about the really sort of simple, integral parts of filmmaking. Really great acting, really great filmmaking, and that's what I think independent film is about.
I think it's so important. The films that are on display here have gone through the most adversity. Like, independent filmmaking is really the lifeblood of our industry, and we need events like this to really encourage these new filmmakers and these new voices to make great stuff, so people like me can get a job in the future and get these great, tasty characters to explore and play.
Well, I just can't wait for the release, because I had a strong meeting with the British audience with the London Film Festival, and we worked really hard with our distributor, Curson, so now I'm just expecting this Valentine's Day release and just for this to actually see how it goes here. So.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's been talked about, but it's not out yet. So
it's not out.
I
can't wait for it to be out.
Oh, really? Oh my God. I was like, they're either going to chase me out with pitchforks or then welcome me with whip.
It feels lovely. It's, you don't ever have you don't think about it when you're making it. You just know how you feel about this woman and this story, and I'm really thrilled that a story like that and a woman like that's front and center can get into people's hearts, and people have empathy and empowerment and connect with her, and she's an ordinary woman who does something extraordinary with her life against the odds, and I'm just delighted that people have loved her as much as I have.
Thank you very much. Waiting for you.
Sorry we missed you. It's about a delivery driver and his family, modern day England, trying to earn some money to try and get their own property because they're living in rented accommodation. And it's all about working through the gig economy and 0 hours and how it affects them and how it affects the children as well, more importantly. And it's a common story for a lot of people in the UK at the moment. And obviously with Ken Loach being the director, it's a really upsetting drama to watch, but it's honest and it's truthful and it's genuine, and that's the thing that you get with Ken and his films and the way Paul writes. So it's a film of its times.
So people definitely need to watch this right now, don't they? I mean,
Oh, 100%.
Couldn't be any more contemporary.
No, 100%. Yeah, they should watch it before the 12th of December because it might change the way that they vote. It might make them think, well, hang on a second, maybe we should be thinking about people like the family in this film, the Turners, and and how things are going to affect them. In not just at this time, but in what might happen after the general election.
I recognise in the movie, it's a real just retelling of David Copperfield, this Dickensian classic, and